Here's the project we're going to do today. This is just using a single stamp. This is the cruise ship stamp by Grey Wolf Graphics. And I based this piece on a picture that I took on a recent cruise. I took this picture from the balcony of my cabin, and so this is a piece of art that I created based on this picture. And for this project, I thought I'd try and use some of my Hammermill color laser gloss paper rather than the chrome coat paper. And I've put a mask here for the horizon line, and also a little mask where I just used my smallest circle in my nested circle die set for the moon. Okay, I'm going to use some of my Miss D creative corners so that I can offset the paper. And so I'll put the paper where I want it to be. And then I will add a mask where I want the horizon to be. And I'll say about right like that. So the moon will be here, which is masked. I've masked the horizon. And now I will stamp in the ship. So I'll place it approximately where I'm going to want the ship to be, maybe about right here. Okay, I've prepared a mask for my ship, and so I'm going to mask my ship off. Okay, I'm going to start by adding some antique linen and pat it off quite a bit, and then just put a little by the moon here. And I'll clean off in between colors by wiping on a dry microfiber cloth. Okay, next I'm going to use pumice stone. Okay, next, hickory smoke. Okay, now I want it to start getting a little darker, so I'm not going to pat it off first. I'm just going to start to bring it in from the edges. And for the darkest part of the sky, I'm going to do black soot. Okay, now since I went to a black color, I'm actually going to clean this off on my stamp chamois. Then I'll dry it off on the microfiber cloth. Okay, now I will remove the mask at the horizon. Alright, this is the picture that I'm going for, and so the reflection in the water is going to be right below the moon. And so I will put my antique linen right in the middle here. Okay, next I'll do the pumice stone. Okay, next, hickory smoke. and black soot. And I got a little bit too much black in the middle, so I'm putting some more antique linen using a clean brush. And then I'm back to the black soot. Now the edges of the water are really black, and so I'm putting a lot of black soot at the edge. Okay, and now I'll put a little bit of antique linen. Okay, now I'll place some hickory smoke, and I'm going to dilute it quite a bit, and then I'll just darken the ship a bit. And now I'm adding some antique linen and just a touch of hickory smoke to the moon. Okay, I'm going to use a white gel pen now to just kind of put some lights in the ship. Didn't realize I was not recording when I was putting some of these white gel pen highlights on here. And some of these I think I'm probably going to scrape off a little bit to make them less obvious. And here I'm taking a craft knife to very carefully scrape off the top layer of the white gel pen just to soften the color a bit. Okay, I'm going to use a Colorit gel pen. This one is the color Yellow Cake. And I will redo these windows with this color. Okay, and I want this little anchor thingamajigger where the anchor comes out. I want that to be really dark. Okay, and for the lifeboats, I'm going to use some YR27 copic marker. And I'll do some more windows in here. Okay, and I'm going to give the gel pens a bit of time to dry, and then I'll spray this with an acrylic coating, and then we'll be back. First of all, I'm going to sign and date it, so I'll sign and date it at the horizon here. Okay, and here's the result after I sprayed it with the acrylic coating. And I'm going to give it a chance to really dry before I try and mask it. Since this is just the laser paper, it's a lot thinner than the chrome coat, and so I want to make sure this is completely dry before I try and mount it. And here is the final matted piece of work, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!